In this video, I'll talk about the capture tag. Now, what is a capture tag? Capture tag basically captures the content within a specific block and then assign it to a variable. Now, why do you use a capture block? The capture block is useful when you have some repeating content within your web page, or if you want to make your code looks read only properly with a meaningful segregation, then you can use the capture tag. So capture tag basically falls under the variable tags category. So basically it is as equivalent to an assign tag, but assign tag will assign it to a specific variable, and the variable assignment can happen either because it's a string or a boolean or a datetime or whatever is a data type, but this spans across multiple lines. So as you see this example over here, what is happening in this example is you are writing a capture tag and assigning it to a variable. So this is a variable greetings, and inside the capture and end capture you can write whatever you want, a combination of liquid and html or a simple text. So it can be 5 lines, 10 lines, 100 lines. And then once you're done with it, you can call this variable greetings. So as you see over here, I'm calling this greetings, and then what it will do, it will start executing this particular code. Now, if you why it is useful is because you can call this as many number of times as you can in your code. So that means you have written the code once and you are executing this code multiple times. So if you have that scenario, then make sure that you use the capture tag. So I'll show you an example. So let's jump into Power Pages site. So I have this page created. So I have this page named as December, and this December page basically contains nothing in it. So as you see over here, it has just word XX and the H3 keyword. So if you navigate to that particular page, you can go into edit code, and then once you navigate to edit code over here, you will be taken into Visual Studio Code. So I'm just editing that page. uh, in terms of code, we'll just use a simple. So I'll just give you one simple example. So percentage, and you write the keyword capture, the tag capture, and you just say I'm just writing greetings. Okay, so if you want to greet a user, then you can use this particular tag. So this is important. You just need to end the capture because you should specify the block of what all things to capture in the greetings. So in greetings, I will say first I'll put a HR tag, and then I will say uh, BR tag, and I will say hello. And instead of this, I'll use some liquid code. So I'll just say user.fullname. How are you today? And then I'll just put a BR tag. So this is just like a simple statement which I have written over here. So this block, the greetings block, I can use it anywhere within my application. So take for example, if I have some another div over here, and I want to put this value. Okay, so I can go ahead and get this value displayed. So if this is a long HTML page, I can just go ahead and just put a sorry, not capture, but the value is greetings over here. So I'll just copy this and I'll put it over here. I can call it n number of times, so I'll just copy this, Control C, Control V, and let me format this document a bit. Okay, so what we have done, we have written a capture tag over here, and we have added some HTML, added some string, added some liquid code, and I have just called this particular variable. Now let's see what happens. Just do a sync, and the output should be displayed twice because we are calling that greetings variable twice using that capture tag. So as I mentioned to you, capture tag falls under the variable tags category. It is used for all the reusable code within your system. So as you see over here, it has added this, and then you can utilize that to call that particular piece of code or block of code. Now, this can be like I've just written 1 or 2 line, but it can be a big piece of code or a chunk of code. So if you want to arrange your code in a nice fashion, then you can use that greetings tag and capture tag basically, and then you can use it. So say take for example, at the start of your code, you will write all the capture tag, okay, and then at the end of your code, you will start calling that value. So it is as good as you're calling a function. So let's assume this is a function, and the function does something. And if you want to call that function, you can call that function directly, and then you can just get the value or the output displayed. So basically, this is how you operate on the capture tag available within the Power Pages Liquid. Thanks for watching.